What? Laura Loomer, I beg your finest colonizing pardon. How very... Laura Loomer makes me wish the rapture was real. Because some people just need to be deleted, you know what I mean? There's more help that's needed that cannot be provided in this ancestral plane. Do you know what I'm saying? And Jasmine Crockett's gonna flame her. That's not what this is about. But like, why are you here? Your party defends Nazis and pedophiles. We're not the same. We're not the same. Okay? All right. You guys have a good one.
Laura Loomer, you big bobblehead, don't you ever talk about my old lady like that. I know you ain't talking about nobody ghetto when you walk around looking like Jigsaw. You should not ever fix your BBL-filled lips to ever speak about Jasmine Crockett ever again a day in your life. You do not have an education. You got a head full of helium. You don't have half of the educational credentials that Jasmine Crockett got. You got a head full of helium, a heart full of hate, and a face full of BBL meat. I don't ever want to hear you talking about nobody ever again. You look like you snuck into a human body. You look like a lotus or something like that. Just something out of Gears of War that just snuck up from the deep depths of hell. Like, you come out every, 17 years or something. You big caravan head cicada. I don't ever want you to talk about Jasmine Crockett ever again. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all be pissing me off. Y'all don't even look at yourself in the mirror before you start to... Ain't nothing... Do you know where the term ghetto came from? It came from your heritage. Look it up.
Hi, welcome to the Laura Loomer Hour, a podcast brought to you by me, Laura Loomer, sponsored by no one yet, but the phone lines are open. Everyone is so upset, thinking that I was being mean to Jasmine Crockett. I was being mean to her, but not for the reason that you might think. It wasn't because I'm racist, though proudly I am. It's because my audition for Congress was better than hers. My dance was better, my outfit was better, my looks are better, and the fact that I'm white is better. Sorry. What it takes to be beautiful. Right, girls? You understand? So, it all started when someone asked me what I'm looking for in a man. And I said my ideal man is Davy Crockett. Because, hello, who wouldn't want Davy Crockett? Just look at him. With that roly-poly body and not quite rhombus-shaped jaw. Wrap him up to go, girls. I've found my man. And then Jasmine found out that I wanted to be in the Congress. So she went and she signed up for tryouts. She knew I wanted to be in it. She knew I should be in it. So not only did she have this knife in my back of already being spiritually married to the hunk of my dreams, Davy Crockett, she's now taken my rightful spot in Congress. Fuck. Why don't I get to be a little mean to her back? Why haven't there been a bunch of articles about all of those things that Jasmine Crockett has done to me, Laura Loomer? Tell me that. Tell me that. I don't know. I might pivot and start just writing sexual fan fiction about Davy Crockett. Who would be in? You? Anybody? Let me in. Jasmine, you're not invited.
Hi, beautiful friends. I hope you're good. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. At first glance, I genuinely thought the picture of Luma was a Halloween costume. I'm not even joking. I just scrolled past it like, okay, someone is being dramatic for October. But when I realized that was an actual person, my soul briefly left my body for a moment. And I had to pause because I needed to collect myself back. So when I read like what comment she has made about someone as beautiful as Jasmine, I was like, Eish, does this woman even have a mirror? Anyway, guys, I've put a few clips for you guys to watch, and I'll come back.
It's like if they made Casey Anthony into a wax figure and then made that into a blow up sex doll. Yeah.
Laura Loomer is comfortable saying these things about Jasmine Crockett because there are no consequences for being anti-black. This is one of the most trusted advisors of the President of the United States right now, openly calling a sitting Congresswoman a ghetto black. So then when she was called out by people like Jamel Hill, she doubles down. Insanity. If Jasmine Crockett was to say something like this about Laura Loomer, who's a Jewish woman, the ADL would have put out about 15 damn statements calling this anti-Semitic. Congress would have passed a resolution condemning her and anti-Semitic hate. It's fucking ridiculous, bro. We don't take any blackness serious.
Hey, could someone please get this to Laura Loomer? I don't have Twitter or the desire to visit her at Halloween Horror Nights. Hi, Laura. Now, when I first saw you saying terrible, terrible things about Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, my first thought was, now I know Mrs. Two Asses is not talking shit. Do you remember this day? You ran into me and my friends on the Hill and you kept giving me really dirty looks. Meanwhile, I just could not stop marveling at the fact that your 2014 pixie pants somehow gave you a top butt, a bottom butt, and yet no butt at all. I would say it's a scientific miracle if y'all believed in science. And before I really get into it, let me also just point out, you love calling Jasmine Crockett ghetto, right? DEI this, Shanika that. And yet you would never call me ghetto, which I find interesting, right? Because Jasmine and I, sure, we both talk a lot of shit and we both say things in ways that people are maybe not used to hearing. But unlike Jasmine, I don't have a law degree, didn't even get into law school. In fact, I have never been a member of Congress that was elected by my constituents. So really, in all senses of the word and the world, Jasmine is a way more impressive and esteemed individual than me. But you would never call me ghetto because also, unlike Jasmine, I am white. And you only call her that because she is black, which is racist. And I know you don't give a shit. So this is me not giving a shit. Do you talk about the ghetto so much because that's where you get all your injectables? Because my God, I'd heard of back alley abortions. I didn't know they were also doing back alley Botox. Laura, listen to me. Put the Juva down. Okay? Give the Restylane a rest. Disport is not, in fact, a competitive sport of seeing who can put the most units in their face. I see why you may have been confused. And look, girl, I get it. I also love injectables, Botox, fillers, vaccines. Y'all always forget that one. But you can do that without looking so embalmed. And also, your jokes just aren't funny. They're really played out and trite. I imagine they hit really well with men who still buy Hooters swim calendars and like no one else. Jasmine is a brilliant, competent elected official with biting wit and intellect, and you just look like you bite people. Okay, so maybe sit this one out. Hey.
Now, after going through all these reactions, one thing is obvious to me, that in 2025, racists don't have the room they used to. People are not letting this kind of nonsense slide anymore. This is not the era where you can run your mouth, hide behind freedom of speech, and walk away untouched. Folks are dealing with these people one by one, publicly, loudly, and without hesitation. And honestly, I love to see it. Because here's the thing. If you're still racist in 2025, you need to build your own planet and go live there, because Earth is rejecting you. Society is evolving, and the people who are stuck in the past are getting exposed every time they open their mouths. And the internet, the internet does not miss. The clapbacks are organized and the embarrassment is global. What I find impressive is how quick people are now to call out the hypocrisy. You can't attack a black woman in power anymore and expect it to go quietly. Jasmine Crockett did not even have to say so much. The people handled it. That tells you a lot. The respect she carries is louder than the insult thrown at her. And I'm gonna be real with you guys. The hatred is never about the actual argument. It's the discomfort of seeing a black woman who is educated, visible, and unbothered. That's what triggers them. They want black women to be silent, but what they forget is silence expired a long time ago. And you know what's even funnier is how the same people who contribute absolutely nothing feel entitled to speak the loudest. They are not lawmakers, they are not experts, they are not even relevant, but they will wake up and attack a congresswoman like she's one of their Twitter missions. The delusion is strong. But the shift that I'm loving is that this generation does not let racist behavior go unchecked. People are responding instantly with facts, humor, and zero fear. There is no safe place for disrespect anymore. If you cross the line, you get checked immediately. So honestly, watching the backlash was satisfying. Not because I enjoy drama, but because accountability is finally matching the level of disrespect people feel comfortable showing. If you come for black women in 2025, just know you're going to get handled by the internet before you even finish a sentence. And let me say this loud and clear. If anyone out there still believes racism is dying quietly, they are not paying attention, because racism isn't dying quietly. It's being dragged out in the open and stomped on professionally. So, to any racist still trying to operate like it's 1962, start packing your bags, because Earth is closing your tab. And if you don't like it, go build your own universe and take your opinions with you. Anyway, guys, I want to know your take on this. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourself. Kindly like the video, subscribe, share it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.